Yo, yo, yo! Sorry I haven't been filming in a little bit because I am horribly, horribly diseased. I'm just kidding, I'm fine. But I am going to make a little video called Complain and Contrast. Doctor's Office Edition. Okay, so this is kind of like the dentist office from Joe Sanagato. I am not copying him. I know I talk about him a lot in my videos, but I promise you, I'm not copying him. I got this idea because, as I just said, I'm horribly, horribly diseased. So I was in the doctor's office and I started talking to my mom, like I usually do because I talk a lot and I love my mom. So I'm in the office and I started talking about everything that was there and like how none of it makes me feel better at all. So I'm not copying him, I promise. This is just regular. Okay, so it starts out when you're like, you're walking into the building and you're like, oh my god, I wonder what they're gonna do to me. Am I gonna die? Am I gonna come out crying? What's gonna happen? And you're just like, you're shaking and your mom's just like, calm down, honey, it's okay. So, you go sit down for like 2 minutes and it's kind of creepy. It's like Twilight Zone. There's like nobody else in the office. I've never seen the Twilight Zone movie. All I know is there's like nobody in the area or the neighborhood, whatever they call it. I don't know, because I've never seen it. But I heard there's like nobody besides that person. I don't know, whatever. So you're like the only person, and then it takes like 10 minutes to fill out all the forms for your mom to fill out all the insurance forms, and you're sitting in your seat, and you're like, why does she have to fill out such forms of insurance? I mean, something will go wrong? Magazines? They're magazines. I could read a magazine. That's real nice. So let me read a magazine. There. By the way, when I was there was a Time magazine said the cover was How to Die. That doesn't help me at all. Thank you very much, Time. Whoever. Thanks, Time. Thanks. Yeah. So like 2 minutes after your mom is done filling out the form, the nurse comes out and she looks at you and she's like, "It's time." And you're all like, what? So you follow her, like past the doorway, and you see like the nurses over here, and they're like gasping. They're like, "Oh yeah, did you see the Tina's hairdo? Blah blah blah." And then you go into the little room, and you see the bed, and then you look up. There it is, the wall of weapons. That's what I like to call it. You sit down, and you look at the wall. You're like, what? And there's like. Okay, so there's one part where there's like the trash can, and it says like biohazard or something on the bottom, and it shows the little like sign with the circles and stuff, and it's like there's like gloves next to it, and they're like the plastic gloves where you go like that, and it's all like they smell weird too. So the doctor's office has that really weird smell, right? Yeah, I hate that so much. And then like the thing they use to look in your mouth and your nose and your eyes and your ears and everything. Okay, so there's 3 little columns on the wall right next to each other, and it looks like shots. They're like that long. It's like long as my head, not that way, this way. And they look like shots, and you're just like, oh god, they're not gonna do that to me. No. And then there's the thing where they wrap it around you, and then they squeeze it, and there's like the heart rate thing. You're like, I don't know what that is, but it still looks pretty freaking scary. Nurse comes in, and she's like, okay, blah, blah, blah. She asks you a question, and then there's always that scale. She's like, this is hurt from scale from 1 to 10, and you're like, you're either like 7 or 20, so you can either say 10 or like 2. So there's no point. There's just no point to the scale. So then she leaves, and you're kind of disappointed, because that nurse person, the first person that comes and see you, because there's like 10 different people, that first person is really nice to you. She's always like, oh, hello, how was your day? And then she asks you the questions, and she's really positive. She keeps you happy. And then when she leaves, you're all like, you know what, this is going to go great. I'm going to be fine, yeah, woo! But then the next chick walks in, and she just ruins your day. Like, she's the doctor, right? She's the one who's doing the whole thing, the whole shebang. and she's making you feel like you're gonna die. Might as well just go read that Times magazine on how to die, you know? Rather die jumping off a building because Times magazine told me to than in a doctor's office. Thank you very much. Especially in a negative influence from her. I mean, no. That's just, no. So, like, I had a throat thing, and it's kind of going away now, but before it was really bad. It was like, oh, God, no. She had to do the thing. Have you ever seen the little thing where it's like the edge is blue and then there's two little Q-tips, the thing that they put in your throat? I hate that because they stick it in there for like 10 seconds and they're like digging around in your throat and you're like, it's nasty. I just, ew. Why would, ew. That's what I had. So if you have a doctor's office, usually if you have to go there, that's probably what you have too, because strep and that kind of stuff is very common within humans. So the nurse comes back. This is my experience, not just like a regular doctor's appointment experience. The whole video is based on my experience. So she leaves, and she's testing the thing. It takes like 20 minutes. I'm like, what are they doing in there? If it takes 20 minutes to look at stuff in my throat, I think something's going on. My TV paused and I'm getting nervous and I think something's going to pop up. Yeah, it just turned off. Okay. So she comes back and she says, it's not strep. It's not hand-foot disease or something like that. So it's the H flu or the H virus. I forgot. That's what I have. And my mom, she's like, oh my gosh, what is that? So she asks the doctor lady, you know, the one who ruined my day, that girl, and she just says, like, it's what she has. I know it's what I have, okay? What is it? Sounds like I'm gonna die. How to Die, Times magazine? She says it with a smile on her face like she's Mrs. Know-It-All. It's like, dude, I'm sick. Tell me what I have to do. So we leave. My mom is like, because she doesn't know what's going to happen to me. And the TV is still off. It's starting to freak me out a little bit. Sorry, getting off track again. Anyway, so I have the little prescription in my hand and I'm reading it. Oh, God, the TV turned on and that scared me. Okay. Woo! Getting off track. So I have the prescription thing in my hand and I'm reading it, and it says like, it's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's like, I don't know what that says. I bet it's gonna be some like weird thing that's gonna happen to me because I don't know what it says, and that means bad stuff. So she goes to Walgreens to get the prescription, and it takes like 20 minutes to. It takes 15 minutes to mix the little thing up. Now, I didn't know until that day that they actually made it at the place. I thought they just had, like, every medicine in the world for every little thing. And, oh god, I'm tired. Okay, so there was the medicine, and it takes 15 minutes, and I'm like, why does it take so long? I mean, are they, like, giving me every medicine in the world? Am I going to fall asleep when I take this? What's going to happen to me? There's just so much confusion when you're sick. I just want answers. I also want to know what's happening to me. Thanks, nurse. You suck. I mean, doctor. The nurse was really nice. So my mom drops me off, and then she goes to leave to get the prescription. She comes back with, like, this bag full of, like, it's a plastic bag, but it's full of little things. And I'm like, is that what I have to take? But it's like, there's two little bottles, right? So, apparently two of them there's two bottles and they're both medication. And then there's like one bottle that looks like a mini sunscreen bottle. Did you see that? Did you see that? Never mind. I thought I saw something. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So, my mom, she has a little mini sunscreen bottle. She's like, here, honey, open your mouth. And I'm like, and then horror comes. Horror in a bottle. She sprays it. And it's like, I started like spitting it back out because it was so disgusting and gross. I thought it was going to be good because it had a little cherries on the bottle and it said sore throat. And I'm like, yay, that's great. I don't have a sore throat anymore. So, from what I did take, it did not help me at all, okay? It made it worse. The little lumps in my throat were like, they were like, oh, that is nasty. That hurts me, so I'm gonna be painful from the rest of the day. I don't know. And then I have to take the regular medicine, and it tastes okay. That's not bad. It tastes like bubblegum, kind of. But it's weird because they mixed it. It's not like the weird flavored stuff. But then there's the aftertaste, and when you're drinking it, you think. Well, I think, and I think of like how it tastes, and I'm like, there's the thing in my mouth, and I'm like, because it's like they didn't mix it well enough. You could feel things. It's like lumpy and it hurts a little bit. And then the aftertaste comes, and you're like, and you forget your water. I sure did. I know that. So I never forget my water when I'm taking medicine for the rest of my life. Thank you very much. That might have been the worst experience in my life. Alright, thank you for watching my videos. I want you to, oh my god, subscribe, like, and comment down there. Do not share yet because why? Because I don't have my new camera. Well, I have a new camera. I think I'm probably not going to get the new camera, which is really nice, which I haven't gotten yet. I don't think I'm going to end up getting that. But I'm going to get a tripod soon, so I will let you share soon. Alright, thanks for watching.